Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hatter's Headquarters, or welcome back if you are already a subscriber to the channel. Today we are here to talk about this pre-season friendly between Stockport County and Hull City on the 26th of July, tomorrow. I will be going. I won't be doing a vlog for it, but there will be a couple of highlights maybe on my shorts. That's about it. However, we're here today to talk about the game. We're here to talk about the pre-season friendly against Bristol Rovers. And we're also here to talk about the game today as well, because considering it is within the next few hours. So, tomorrow is a 3 PM kickoff at EDGELEY Park. We return to EDGELEY Park for the first time since our playoff semi-final defeat to Leyton Orient. Didn't deserve to lose, but it's just how it is, really, isn't it? So, yeah, as I say, first time return to EDGELEY Park should be a good atmosphere. There might not be as many fans as usual, but that's expected considering it's pre-season. Now, we've had a couple of bumps here and there in the road. We've also had the transfers going in and out. Am I bothered about them? A lot, yes. I know we've still got a good team, but Tanto Alafe to Charlton. MK Dons have got Will Collar after we let him go. Noyle as well. Toure. All of them key players gone. Signing Malik Mothersill and Hoskinen and everyone else. But they're going to be a really big miss, those lot. I obviously wish them the best. However, it's obviously going to be hard to see them be playing somewhere else. Now, I'm not necessarily mad about the players that we've let go, because they are good players. They were going to get knocked up eventually. Obviously, with Alafe, Tanto is just Tanto. He's probably the most prolific I've seen in a while, and it's going to be hard to see him go. Obviously, we had Louis Barry, but he went back to Villa to then sign for Hull City, and now he's on loan at Sheffield United. We've obviously had Noyle and Toure, both of them really good fullbacks, but unfortunate we couldn't keep them. Collar, sad to see him go as well, but then again, it's not really anything we can do about it. It's one of those where he didn't want a new deal, so we let him go. But we wish them well, and I do personally, because I know how much they meant to us. But as I say, different stories, new chapters, or same stories, new chapters, who knows. But first, let's get into the pre-season game against Bristol Rovers. Now, 12th of July it was when we played this game at the Pinatar Arena Football Centre. Very good way to start off the season, considering the players that we have are a lot different to the ones last season. So, scoreline was County 3, Bristol Rovers 2. Very, very good start to the season. Now, I noticed a little bit of shake within the side, but obviously with it being a new squad, it'll be a little bit different to what it used to be. Obviously, we've still got the likes of Carl Wood and Jaden Fevrier, Jack Diamond. Obviously, all these good players that I know can play well. And obviously, we showed it against Bristol Rovers. Obviously, them being a lower league side, it's a bit different, but either way, works in our favour. Now, wasn't the greatest game, considering. Wasn't the best scoreline, considering. However, I'm positive in terms of the way that result has put me in a confidence boost for our season. Obviously, we've got Salford tonight. We've got Hull tomorrow. We've got loads. We've got loads of different things going on. We've got the new away kit. We've got the new home kit. The new home kit, I'm not going to get, as you can probably tell, I'm wearing the one from last season. I'm not going to get the new home one. I'm going to get the new away one. Honestly, top tier. You'll see that in the match review for the Hull game and also the Salford game. So, because we're going to do 2 in 1, but it's mainly going to be Hull that we're going to be talking about today. but I'll do a review of both in the same game or in the same episode. So, as I say, not going to be the easiest games in terms of especially Hull. However, Salford we should get past, whether it be only just or whether it be a substantial scoreline. Now, we've seen so many times that where County have either had a tough time in a game or we've had a strong start. Now, in this one we had a strong start, we had a strong end as well, but the middle we got a little bit shaky with it in terms of how we were playing. Now, we've played we've played better football, obviously, but we have played good football or good enough football to get us through that game, and I personally believe that is the football we need to get through this season. So, a very good game, very, very good game, and a very good way to start off our pre-season and obviously our campaign in general for next season, as we push for another playoff place. Now, obviously, we've got Salford tonight. I'm not really bothered much about the Salford game tonight. However, I do know that it's going to be a very interesting game in terms of it's away to Salford, whether it be at their ground or not, I actually have no idea. Either way, it is one of those. The last time we did play them, we won 1-0. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to say who will get where. It's a different way of thinking, but as I say, we've beaten them before, we can beat them again. And it's one of those now where we can just basically put ourselves above the waist against them. So, the head-to-head, obviously with both teams, we haven't played each other much, of course. However, considering we have played them before, we'll beat them if we're good enough. Now, it's a very interesting game to say it's a friendly tonight because obviously with 2 games in a row we'll have A team, B team. Personally, if Challenger doesn't pick the A team to go up against Hull, don't know what he's doing. I really don't know what he's doing. Unless he risks playing face first, fucking apologies. Unless he plays the A team or the first team for both of them. Risky, but it's possible. Now, this game away to Salford for the pre-season, it'll get us ready in terms of, it'll be like, yes, we're fired up, we can play this season properly. Now, for the Hull one, it's a bit different. So, obviously Salford's good side, but obviously we can be better than them and we've proven that. So, not long before we start the new season, and we do have a bit of work to do, however, we can do something here. So, it's going to be interesting now what we do with 1, the squad, and 2, how we play and the tactics. Now, Hull City have won pretty much most of the games of pre-season. The only one they did lose against was, I think, Grimsby. I don't actually remember. No, Grimsby they won. I know that. Lincoln City was the one. So Hull have lost one of their pre-season games. One of them that one becoming against Lincoln City. Then obviously following the Grimsby Town victory for them with a 1-0 win. So It's 18 years since we last took on Hull, and that was in a 2007 friendly with a 2-2 draw in front of 1,832 at Edgeley Park. It's going to be interesting. They've obviously got Getafe on Tuesday. No, Getafe is on the Saturday and they've got Sunderland on the Tuesday. So it's a very action-packed thing for them. So obviously they've got Sunderland, then they'll play Getafe on the Saturday next week. As I say, not going to be the easiest, not going to be the most difficult. However, there is a few minor issues with their side at the minute, like there is with ours. Now, I'm not saying that they can't beat us. They can. And obviously with me following Hull as a local lad, I guarantee they will end up putting their good team out and thrashing us to pieces in terms of performance level. Now, I don't know whether they'll do that or not. I personally think they might wait and they might leave the A team, the first 11, for Sunderland and Getafe, and they'll play their B team this week. I don't know whether that'll be the case. I don't think anyone does apart from them. But with me being a Hull lad in terms of locally, it is probably going to be likely that they will do that. I know a lot about the club. So it's going to be one of those, and it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be a bit difficult whether to decide who we're going to play. However, I do feel like we'll get something. Obviously, County, we've won our first pre-season. We've got another one tonight, and then we've got the Hull game tomorrow. We've had a good end to the last season, apart from the loss on penalties. I personally think that'll build us up as a team and get us smashing in there. Now, I don't personally know what everyone's going to be thinking. I don't know whether the lads are going to be very prepared or less prepared than they should be. All I do know is we are going to give the game, no matter what. And I think today will be a stepping stone for either of the team that gets played, whether it be the A or the B team. And I preferably think we're going to get a job done in terms of performance. Obviously, they've got players like Semi Ajayi, Matt Crooks, Cody Drame. The most obvious good players there and stuff like that. They've got Kyle Joseph, Regan Slater. Great players. And with me following Hull for the past so many years, very good side in terms of rebuild. Now, I'm not one to be negative about County unless it is destined we are going to lose. However, I personally think with the signings we brought in, if they will be playing, I hope. So the signings we brought in, the team we've already got, the gel is there, the tactics are there. Bosh, 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 bish, bash, gone. So, for a prediction-wise, for the lineup, it's a bit different. So it'll probably be Adai in goal. The fullbacks, I have no idea. I'd probably say Eden's on one of them, if it is the A team. Then you've got Ethan Pye and Brad Hills at the back, maybe. In the middle, you've got Norwood and stuff like that. And then obviously on the wings, Diamond, Fevrier, and then up top, Wootton. Same old type of story. Mothersill will be in the midfield, I should presume, if not on the wing. Either way, we should have a strong enough side. So, prediction-wise, they're in the Championship, we're in League One. We're aiming to get to the Championship, they're aiming to survive the Championship and maybe even get up to the Premier League. Premier League, not sure Hull will get that this upcoming season, but there's a possibility. Me being a local lad, I hope they do get up there. But also I hope they lose tomorrow. So, in prediction-wise, I'm not going to go with a win, but I'm not going to go with a loss. I'm going to go with a draw. I do think we've got enough, but I don't think we've got enough to win. I think we're going to sneak a last-gasp equaliser, and I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. A good old Desmond. No way of breaking the stalemate after that. So it'll be maybe about a 70th minute equaliser, then it'll just be a rest of the game sort of sellout. But I personally do believe in us. I believe in the team. I believe in the tactics and the coaches and the staff. I personally believe this team has what it takes to beat Hull on Saturday, even with their improved side. So as I say, I will upload stuff to my shorts, maybe of the atmosphere and stuff like that. However, there won't be a vlog. The vlogs will come later on, maybe in the season. Going to a few away games, maybe some home games here and there. I am sat in the Cheadle end for tomorrow, so if anyone wants to meet me and come speak to me, I can do a fan cam and I'll get you in on the channel. However, apart from that, I'm going to leave it up to the lads now. And that'll be that. So, thank you guys for watching. Not the greatest preview, but obviously it's the first preview of the new season. We've got less information every time. Obviously the previews will be better when it comes to the actual season. Might do a live stream instead of videos. I don't know yet. We'll see. However, at the current moment, that'll be all from me. So, up the county, we are the Hatters and we will never give up. And I'm making sure of that on Saturday. Let's give the boys a good run. Let's get back to where we belong. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and the like button. Turn the little notification bell on as well. That would help me out a bunch. So you stay up to date with any videos or live streams I do. Also subscribe to my gaming channel, Hatters HQ Gaming. That will be where I post, as my first video on the channel will be FIFA career mode or EAFC. Stockport County Manager career mode. I might do a player one. I don't know. I'll do obviously other games as well. That will obviously be down to you guys which ones I do, unless I decide for myself. I'll do this one, see if it attracts anyone's fancy. If not, we'll just go back to the ordinaries. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all joining in and tuning in for this one. And let's let the boys do the work now. And let's hope that we have another season worth watching. See you all for the review. And that'll be all from Hatters headquarters. Come on, County!